Where am I? Milla.
Hey there.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, how are you feeling?
I'm all right, but where are we?
This is Balan's residence.
Who's that?
My cousin. You know, the one in Olympios? I could have sworn I mentioned him before.
So that must mean...
We made it to Olympios!
Rise and shine. How are you feeling?
Not bad.
I'm fine. Balan, I presume?
Yep, aka the guy who saved your butts. Not that it was a dramatic rescue or anything. Running into you was pure luck. Feel free to shower me with gratitude, though.
Sure. Hey, Balan, don't we seem, strange to you?
Maybe a little bit.
I'm surprised you recognize me. It's been 20 years.
That's Uncle's gun, huh? You should thank him for it.
It's a little tricky thanking the dead.
Oh, right. Good point. Huh, where is it?
Your cousin sure is interesting.
He's an odd bird, even for Olympios.
You looking at my leg?
No.
Jude,
Don't worry about it. Childhood mishap. Calibration complete.
Balan, stop.
Why?
Hey, that's...
I didn't think folks from the other side would have seen one of these before.
A Spyrex.
Hold your horses.
Huh?
Life would be a drag without it. Literally. Oh, you're probably all starving. Why don't you mosey around while I whip something up? It's your first time on this side, after all.
Sure, we'll mosey around, and welcome back, guys, to another episode of Tales of Xillia, with absolutely crazy stuff happening.
you look really great, Rowan.
Why, thank you. I suppose it takes a gentleman of considerable years to pull off a look as splendid as this.
With absolutely crazy stuff happening last episode, don't know really what to say or where to start. We met Maxwell. Maxwell's end came. Gaius tried to take his place. Muse switched sides.
It all makes sense though, because Gaius definitely has the look of a final boss, way more than old man floaty chair.
But man, things went down. It's the only way you can really put it.
Yeah.
So, now that we've landed in Olympios, let's have a look around. And first of all, with some skits yoked out mana lobes.
Your mana lobe is crazy developed.
Is it?
You can just look at her and tell that?
Yeah, totally. When you build it up, your face gets all defined and smart looking.
I have trouble believing that.
So you think my face is stupid looking?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
It is possible. I too felt that my face became more defined after I started channeling spirits. Perhaps the part of the brain that houses the mana lobe also controls the facial muscles.
Rowan, you're buying into this nonsense?
Then maybe the reverse is true. If we were to strengthen our facial definition, maybe our mana lobes would grow stronger.
That could very well be. Let's give it a try.
Tipo, you can't just lie to people all the time like that. Okay, I'm sorry.
I've never seen prank victims with such strikingly well-defined faces before.
The weirdness that happens with these groups.
It's nice that they're trolling the adults for once though, because Elise has been teased by Alvin the whole time.
They land in Olympios and the first thing they do is prank each other. Fine, makes sense to me. I want to check a quick something though before we check out the next skit. Yes! Because they seem to dissipate during the cutscene. I wanted to make sure I still had them because they're amazingly good. Hopefully they have link tarts with them as well because at the moment I'm cutting down my link tart opportunities. But let's check out another skit, eh? Reunited.
Is it really you?
Do I look like someone else?
No. You're Milla, all right.
And yourself? You seem different from last I saw you.
Really?
A little bit. Looks like you grew up without me.
Could be. It doesn't change who I am, though. It's good to see you again.
Same to you.
Oh, why won't the others go away on a holiday for a week or two?
Just let Milla and Jude be alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, supposedly Jude's side has an absolute crazy ton of story events and bosses going in it up until that point. I mean, after all, they must find themselves, you know, that whole boat being completely collapsed, getting out of that, travelling to wherever they ended up, and fighting Maxwell on the way. Must have been loads of dangers.
How did they get to the spirit realm?
I no clue. I really wish they didn't have a Jude side and a Milla side playthrough. I really wish it was all just in one, because it would make a ton better game, but they had to have an emphasis, there's a reason there for a double playthrough. But anyway, let's see more skits. Milla's return is next.
Oh, it is you. I never forget what these feel like.
Stop it, Tipo. Let go.
No, it's what you get for making us worry. That's right. I want a hug too. Leave some room for me.
Even you, Leia?
No point trying to fight it.
Fine. I surrender. I'm sorry for what I put you all through. That includes you, Alvin.
That's really not necessary.
No need to be coy, or Milla won't let you into the group hug.
What, you plan on joining in too?
I don't mind.
Very well then.
And I'm out.
Yes, a sensible decision there.
You've given old man a heart attack.
But also Milla, what she said, oh, I'm sorry for, you know, trading my life for all of yours. Sorry for putting you through that, but, you know.
No one will know how it would have turned out.
Otherwise, what if Milla never returned? Didn't know the battle was going that well. It looked like Jude had things a little bit more handled than the rest of the party. We've got ourselves another skit here. Stress relief. After what's been going on, I think we all need that.
Are you getting tired?
A little bit. Things aren't the same as they used to be.
Hey, Elise, can we borrow Tipo for a sec? Huh? Give Tipo a squeeze. You'll feel better.
Oh, this does feel good. Just the right amount of resistance. I could do this all day.
No, stop! I can't take any more!
All the stress is drained through my fingers.
I know, right? It's crazy addictive. Oh no! He's gonna get all stretched out! I feel so violated.
It's just a stress ball, a gigantic floating stress ball. Feel as violated as you want, Tipo. Whatever, you keep eating people's faces. Don't you think they feel violated seeing what's inside? I bet you know they look inside and they see the galaxy, the cosmos, all the energy of the world travelling.
Careful. If you stare into the abyss, sometimes the abyss will stare back into you.
Tipo is the abyss. Hello, sir. Please make yourself right at home. Alfred's friends are friends of mine, after all, I'm sure. So he really wants us to go out and check the world of Olympios.
I'm glad they finally touched on the subject of her leg kind of being a contradiction in her approach to Spyrex, though.
The ridiculously big contradiction.
It's good that that injury happened to her, or she'd have never empathised with people who genuinely need it, though.
She'd consider everyone here an enemy.
Yeah.
After all her stance on destroying Spyrex, but we have ourselves an event here looking out the window. Will we learn more of this world? If I could just get my hands on one of those, my world-changing adventure would be complete. One of those, sir. You there, if you can track something down for me, I'll pay you very well for your efforts. How about it? What's this, then? The thing I'm looking for is Navi metal. With it, I'll be able to complete the greatest adventure the world has ever seen! Unfortunately, I can't tell you what it is. I can't risk tipping my hand to my competitors. Sure. Do we not already have some? This is always the best thing is to talk to them, right? No, we do not have this metal.
It's probably only native to this world.
Probably is. So let's go look around. Otherwise you wouldn't know about it. I'm wondering if you could actually see the names there. Those. I was wondering if they were katakana, but it looks like a Z on the end. I'm not sure. Okay, which way? Up or down? Lady's choice.
Up.
We'll find out what we can see up here. And we got several rooms to enter. An apartment complex is literally all the same buildings. Hello, old lady. Who might you be? Is there someone I can help with? No. Obviously not.
It's just supposed to... It's a change in architecture, I guess, to something more familiar to modern life.
An alien for the world. What else is going on, sir? I will never give up. The Otherworld reactor plan is absolutely essential for Olympios. You're part of the enemies yet again. Milla is not lashing out.
Are they aware of what they're doing, though? Do they realise that they're hurting people specifically, or have they been lied to with propaganda?
No clue. Really, no clue.
If they're aware of the fact that they're using people as human batteries, then we're all good for chopping their heads off.
Right, hello, madame. What are you looking at? Mr. Balan is really a nice man. When one of my Spyrex broke, he fixed it right up. But he talked to himself constantly as he did it. He is kind of weird like that. Well, he's one of Alvin's relatives, so I'd kind of expect nothing but weirdness. Nothing in this corner of the room?
He might have the same cuckoo bananas thing going on as Alvin's mum.
Maybe.
Hey, you're using a Spyrex too.
You mean this?
Me and my grandma use them too.
Really?
My granddaughter and I both have a cardiovascular disease, and we've had medical Spyrexes implanted to help with them.
I bet it hurt really bad when you put it on, huh?
Yes, it did.
But you just have to bear the pain. 'Cause without Spyrex, we wouldn't be able to live normal lives.
I see.
You're so brave for being so young. Yeah, totally. My grandma always says that.
Thanks to the advance in medical Spyrex technology, we've been able to overcome our illnesses. We'll never forget what Dr. Mathis did for us. May his soul rest in peace.
Mathis?
That's the same as your last name, Jude.
Dr. Mathis is the one who created my Spyrex. But he died in a boat accident a long time ago.
This whole time, I only saw Spyrex as harmful. I never considered it could actually help people.
It's good that the first kind of Spyrexes she's encountering here are medical ones. For her genuine prejudice, but I think we just chalked up +1 for the Jude's dad is from Olympios theory.
Yeah, definitely. I did suspect as much. They kind of need to crossbreed with the people from Risa Maxia, though, so they can get mana lobes, I guess, and then they will have less of a dependency on
Spyrex technology.
Although, a lot of the illnesses that we encountered in Risa Maxia they referred to were all to do with their mana lobes going wonky.
Yeah, it's always going to be problems either way you go with this. Well, that's for sure. An official at the Department of Otherworld Affairs lives here, so we often get people coming here to protest against the Otherworld reactor plan. They're always making a big deal about protecting human rights, but what about the human rights of the people who live here and can't stand all the noise protesters make? Well, that's...
So it is mixed, and they are aware. So the man who is callously saying that they should sacrifice the other people.
Did you hear they're planning to raise the Spyrex tax again?
It's all because of that Otherworld reactor plan thing, right? Honestly, what is the government doing? I'm sure everything will turn out fine on Rize whatever without our help.
So you think we should just leave them be?
Hey, nobody said that. We should pay their people fair compensation and promise to help them with their development.
Pay them with what, though? Our tax money? It's not like we're any better off.
Well, you'd hope the government thinks of something instead of digging into our pockets. Either way, someone's got to figure out this energy crisis or we'll all be gone in a few years.
Ugh, I can't even worry that far ahead. I've got my hands full just worrying about today.
I guess you can't make everyone happy.
Must be nice to be so self-absorbed.
That's just how people are.
I'd be much more scared of a society where people were afraid to speak their minds.
Yeah, that's true.
One other thing I'd say is not only what you were saying about them being aware of the project and what it does, but how are they aware of Risa Maxia in the first place?
So, I'm still trying to figure out if their world is actually dying from lack of spirits now. Is that what their problem is?
I don't think their world's dying. Maybe the climates aren't changing. I think their technology will run out and they're like, oh no, we'll be back to the Stone Age!
We'd probably be like that too.
Yeah, true. Fossil fuels, they're going, guys! And that's basically the analogy for this game, but let's head out finally into the streets, it seems.
This city is made of stone and metal.
This is the Olympian city of Trigleff. Welcome, visitors from Riza Maxia.
This lamp is casting light without channeling spirits.
Perhaps that cable is somehow conveying luminescent energy to that lamp.
How could they have possibly built a city this size without using spirit arts?
It's almost frightening.
Everyone here seems to be just like us.
Except for the part where none of them can channel spirits.
It's a whole different world, but the people are just like us.
It looks to be that way. So this is the world that Maxwell cut off and left to die. And yet, I can't help but want to save it.
Lots of talky there, guys, that's for sure. I like Alvin as a tour guide, though. He had the right voice for it. Well, as soon as we stepped out and see the swings in front of us, we got all that talking and another skit, Cousin Balan.
I can't stand to hear Balan prattle on like that.
Really? I find him quite interesting.
He's been that way since he was a kid. That's how I knew it was him right away.
He's strange, but he's really nice.
I know. Unlike me.
Nobody's saying that.
But watch yourself around him. He has quite a mean streak. Do something embarrassing and he won't ever forget it. He'll torment you with it till your dying day.
Like what?
If he told you half the dirt he had on me, I'd never be able to show my face around you again. Just thinking about it makes my skin crawl.
You guys seem really close.
Well, I guess we were friends before he got all cynical.
Oh.
What's that? You jealous?
Absolutely not. You don't know what you're talking about.
What?
Why is it I automatically assume that Alvin had something to do with his leg, though?
Might be. I was thinking he pooed his pants as a kid or something, but maybe it's something deeper and darker than that, yeah. But it seems like the party is overall better with Alvin now. As a whole. I guess he has completely turned the leaf and is no longer working for anyone but his main goal, which seems to be helping everyone now. He has seemed to be a proper party member, and no, we can expect no more traitorous acts, we hope. We hope. We are back in his home world, however, so that might change quite fast. Allegiances switching and the whatnot. So shall we get talking to people and find out what's going on? I wonder what sort of shape Olympios will be in when these young children grow up to become adults. I wonder as well at this rate. With crazy light technology that doesn't channel spirits. We've had reports of a large-scale geological upheaval on the Rasal High Road. One of my colleagues went to investigate, but he hasn't come back yet. Maybe the investigation has taken longer than he anticipated, and that makes me wonder. A whole new world.
It's just the other side of the mountain, isn't it?
It does seem to be, yeah, a little bit.
It's not even another planet, it's just a mountain range in the middle.
It was just completely stuck away from each other. A new fantastic point of view. Just wanted to continue on. But anyway, I'm going to get a new spice. My next birthday. Hooray.
You're getting very Disney today, aren't you?
Am I?
Yeah. Talking about Simba and now Aladdin. Oh, you want to have a marathon later of all the movies?
No. Never. We'll take these beetle legs, the prized possession of this world, and talk to this old man in the kind of slightly old Chinese garb, I'd say. After working as a chef for over 60 years, I finally retired and left my restaurant to my son. Shall I try the old man voice? But it's been a month now, and I still find myself thinking about food all the time. Lately, I've been hearing exciting rumours about a new dish called a croquet parfait. Isn't that like ice cream and potato? I'd love to try it, but I can't find one anywhere. Could you look for one for me? Sure. Very granting an old man his silly wish. Now that I'm retired, the one thing I have lots of is time. I'll be waiting right here when you're ready.
Surely he's got no time. He's like... When you retire, you've got the ticking clock there.
Oh no! Death is coming! But yeah, do we already have a croquet parfait? This horrific potato and ice cream sounding...
I don't know how it's pronounced, but I'm fairly sure it's probably not croquet.
It is potato croquet.
Oh well, let's see.
Viewers, tell us who you believe. Do we have it already? We do. We actually do. This is a croquet parfait. What a magnificent concept. What fabulous execution. In every bite I can taste the creator's years of hard work and passion for the art of cooking. I've been a fool. I should never have retired. A chef isn't truly a chef unless he dies in the kitchen and becomes part of the meal. Thanks to you, I remember the passion that inspired my culinary ambitions in the first place. I'm sure.
We've just ruined his son's day because he'll probably have his dad coming into the kitchen to demanding to be let back on the team.
Taste these potato ice creams!
Did you just get a pipe as an
I
attachment?
did get a pipe, yes. When I grow up, I want to join the army. Soldiers get to use Spike's weapons are so cool. They're really using that word a lot. A lot. But what's along this way?
This city sure is strange. Yeah, I feel like there's something missing.
There's no nature.
Indeed. I haven't spied a single blade of grass, let alone a tree.
Is it because they're using Spyrex?
More likely because there aren't any spirits.
Exactly. As the spirits became scarce, all signs of nature withered with them. Olympios is in its death throes.
So this world needs spirits.
What was that?
Alvin, what does that poster say?
Support the Otherworld reactor plan. They were probably put out by a union of Spyrex-using merchants.
It sounds like they're really dependent on Spyrex.
You look like a deep-pocketed lot. Help us pull the plug on the reactor plan.
Tell me, old-timer, why do you need donations to stop the plan?
Filing official protests with the government isn't free, you know.
Phew! Did you take a bath in booze today?
What's the deal with this doll?
Count me in. I want to stop the Otherworld reactor plan.
Jude, wait.
Thank you, lad. Thank you.
I wonder how Gaius intends to stop the plan.
With Muse's power at his disposal, they could show up on this side at any moment.
That's true.
No point moping around on an empty stomach. Balan should have that food ready by now.
I really can't read the emotions they're trying to project sometimes.
Nor can I, really. It seems, though, that... well, Jude was pretty much conned just then.
Obviously.
A beggar for some booze has just made off with his money. Hopefully not our money, no, we just seem to be quite a nice supply. We can actually buy some food again, hooray!
Yay!
But apart from that, guys, we're going to end it here for this episode as we explore Elympios, or what is the name of this town? Trigleff. Even more, the Spyrex metropolis. Next episode, so see you guys around in this strange new world. Bye-bye.